Hey guys and gals, got another one for you today. Today I'm in my Leopard. Little backstory on this: my wife was going to pick up my kids, and there, that quick second of me hitting back, and then I thought I hit A, but apparently I didn't. So I went to go help her with groceries, and not realizing that I got pulled into the game. So the first part's going to be pretty boring, but I just want to talk about what's going on lately. So I'm the commissioner of our fantasy league. I'm in 2 leagues, and then my buddy asked me to draft for him in a 3rd league. Had a couple weddings, some bachelor parties, just extra work getting put on my plate at work, and it's been pretty busy. So hopefully that stuff is all behind. I mean, fantasy football is an ongoing thing, but the draft and preparing for that, I don't know if you guys do that, but I really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. But that's kind of taken up some of my time. Not enough time to keep me from making videos for you guys. Alright, so here I'm like heading out, asking the kids how their weekend was, and helping the wife with groceries. A rampanzer killed himself already, apparently. I didn't even know that. And then I'm just sitting here idle, and our other scout looks like he's not moving at all either. And then the heavy tank. So the team that I was spawned on has 3 what looks like AFK. Okay, that heavy's moving now. 2 AFK players and 1 that just killed himself right away. And I'm chatting it up. No idea that this game is going on. I honestly don't remember how long it took me to get into this. Interesting play. We'll talk about the map a little bit since I got time. The northwest corner is probably the main choke. There's 2 different lanes that you have to use to fight. And from the south, pushing up to like D2 I think is important. And then maybe sitting back in E2 to make sure that they don't get flanked. However, sitting in F2, F3, which is where I'm going to end up, that position is not that great because they can shoot over top of your teammates in D2 and get free shots into you where they're hull down. Alright, so I get to the living room and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm in a game right now. My team is probably pissed. But it is only 1-2. And now somebody's pinging the 2 tank destroyers that are sitting on the base. Alright, so these 2 are taking a lot of fire right here. And that's because those guys up there have shots on them. Well, E5 drives out to engage our heavy tank. And my E5 is able to shut him down. Try to get a shot into that E100's lower plate, which he had angled pretty well, so I didn't think I was going to be able to make it through, but went to the left anyways, hit his track, so it didn't do anything. Get a shot into the side of that E4, into the drive wheel, and ammo rack him. And we're just going to work this ridge line. Gonna stay hull down in the Leopard. Make sure you use all its turret armor that it doesn't have. Although you will see me get a deflection here. Alright, here I'm trying to angle my tank with the angle of the hill, and try to expose the least amount as possible. So right there I just blocked 1100 damage. I think that's probably a record. And I have heat rounds loaded for that E100, so now I can just freely shoot him in the turret because he's not going to angle his turret because he's a lazy E100 player. And we're able to shut him down. Alright, so we got the E4 there. Can't bounce the E4 shell, and I was aimed a little low there, but I don't know. Staring at a Yaguru, try to get a shot into his lower plate. It goes to the right, hits his track, and I see shells flying by me, and I can't keep track of which one's which. So I'm just gonna have to risk it a little bit and poke out. It's 7-4. Well, it's actually 7-5 since we had one suicide on our team. And my team's starting to rotate around behind these guys. Now, they're not doing it together. Looks like one tank destroyer is going up the back route. And he's probably going to be engaged by the Reds separately from the rest of the team. Now, the other part of my team is heading up to the A line. And those guys are just going to be able to turn around and engage them. So it needs to be a coordinated push here, and that just isn't look like what we're doing. The FE215B gets lit on fire, and he puts it out, so then I relight him, and he's burning away. Get another shot into him, and this bush is actually giving me some camo here. And I thought I was going to take him down. Unfortunately, the Type 5 got in his way. So we're going to try to get a shot into the turret, and I think I shot the mountain there. So not really aware of my surroundings here. I only have 5 heat rounds left, so I got to be careful. It looks like the IS-7 shoulder plate, so I took a shot there and ended up penning him. It looks like we got him pinned down, and this is going to be an easy win, so I don't feel too bad for being AFK. I also put up 3,500 damage and got a kill already, so now I pull out in front of the bush because I'm already spotted, so if they're not looking at me, I'm just going to make sure I know what I'm shooting at rather than trying to shoot through that bush and guess at what I'm looking at. And now they start to turn the tide a little bit. And you can see it's because our team is not coordinated in their pincer. They're slowly, like, one at a time driving in there and dying. And there's really no need for them to do that, but unfortunately, the red team is all compressed together, and I'm trying to get this guy to fall back because he's just driving in there. See if we can, this just goes too high. Really needed to land that shot. Our E100 takes down their E4. Our E5 is still alive somehow, so now I feel bad. I should be up there with him. Our Centennial takes down the 30B, so it's 4-2. I don't want to get shot by this Type 5, though. I think he can one-shot me if he's shooting the HEs. So we get another shot into him. I'd like to make him a one-shot before I run in there. We got 3 versus 2 here. And they're in a pincer, so as long as I can find shots on that Type 5, we should be okay. But now the IS-7 takes out our E100, and now it's not looking too good. Type 5's taking fire. Looking for shots, missed the IS-7. Now the other thing is, I'm not really going to be able to pen the Type 5 frontally with an APCR, at least consistently, and you'll see what happens here. Alright, so he's on a sliver of health, and now the Type 5 has taken my Centennial out. Now, he is at 10 hit points, so I'm hoping I'm going to take my time, kill him, and then it'll just be me and the IS-7. I aim at his shoulder plate, but I'm not able to make the shot. And luckily, he doesn't penetrate me with an HE shell there, but he does put me down to a one-shot for either of those red tanks. So now, while I'm lit, I'm going to try to make an escape route. I don't want to fight an IS-7 and a Type 5 in a corridor, and I know that's the way they've been fighting the whole game, but I want to see if they'll actually come out and try to fight me. So I'm going to try to put up some distance here and just get my vision out, hopefully take one down, make it a 1v1, and then we can figure out what we want to do from there. Alright. So I went north, and then I doubled back as soon as I wasn't spotted. And I worked my way through the middle because I don't want to get spotted as I'm making my way. Then they'll know where I am. Somebody pings K0, and I'd like to end up there, but they're just not fast enough for me to really think that K0 is going to be important. If they're going to rush me, I feel like they're going to come south, and I should be able to cut off the map and control the vision right here. So that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so I didn't play for the first 2 minutes of the game, and we're down to 6 minutes, and that's important because I'm losing the match right now since they have 2 tanks. We only have 1. I believe that's a tiebreaker, so I gotta at least kill one of them, and then I think it goes to damage, but I'm not 100% sure just because there's a little variance between the 3 different play styles. I'm just going to chill in these bushes. There's no way they're going to outspot me and my leopard. This is a level 10 crew, almost a level 11, and I'm pretty confident. Now what I'm thinking is, okay, they haven't came down the 2 line, otherwise I would have spotted them. So maybe what they did was thought that I was coming north, they went across the C line, and then since they didn't find me, now they're going to start heading down towards the 890. And what I want to do is make sure that I don't get ambushed, and even though I would spot them coming like down the H line or something, I still just feel like now it's crunch time. I have to figure out where they're at, if they have moved. So I'm going to come over here, see if they're over here. If they're not over here, then I'm going to have to go try to take one out at least. So we're going to work our way through here. Now thinking back, I probably should have just drove up to the Type 5. Now I definitely should have been there a lot earlier when it was like a 4v4, but I figured the Type 5 would kill me with a one-shot, and I didn't realize our team was going to throw that bad. But I definitely could have participated there, and that would have helped out. However, even though I didn't do that, after he kills our Centennial, if I just drive up to his side and shoot him, he's dead. And he probably doesn't even get his shell reloaded in time. And then I can still take an IS-7 shell and figure out, you know, maybe just take the IS-7 shell, take my time, kill the IS-7. Alright, so what you see I'm doing here is just kind of, I was running the outskirts, trying to get vision out, and it doesn't look like they came this way, so I'm just hoping that I'm going to catch them with their pants down, and that they're looking the wrong way. And I'm trying to think which way should I go, but like with 3 minutes left, don't have a lot of time to make the wrong move. Alright, so we're going to spot this, see if anybody's sitting down here. Nobody's sitting down here, and I decide if I was them, I would probably put someone on the C line and someone on the 1 line. And then chances are you're just going to auto-lock the leopard, snapshot him, get the kill, game over, and we end this stuff. So, with my fingers crossed, I'm hoping that's what they did. Otherwise, both of them might just be sitting up here. That would be a good idea. And they're not, so that's good. So I'm going to poke my head over the right side, and there's a Type 5. Guess what, buddy? I can auto-lock the side of your tank and shut you down. Now I'm spotted, so what I want to do is make a run like I'm going down this hill, and then I don't want to double back here just because if the IS-7 is trying to get up the hill, I don't want to try to fight the IS-7 frontally. I want to have some sort of counter maneuver for him, so he's not sure which way I'm headed. I'm hoping that he's just going to be expecting me from the opposite direction, and we'll see what happens. Is he still up here? Yep, there he is. Okay, so he's right there. He's starting to turn his turret. I just get over the ridge and I pull my trigger, hoping that I can, like, the one thing you don't want to do is auto-lock an IS-7, but I didn't really have much time to aim that shot, so I was just throwing it all out on the line, and even though we sat out for the first 2 minutes, we get a first class. Centennial, props to you, buddy. 3,000 damage, carried that game. I mean, we had a chieftain with 4,300, so he did a nice work too. But I ended up with 4,500 damage, 3 kills, and the IS-7 actually, when I was down in K0, had sent me a message, and it was in French, and I didn't have time to Google Translate it, but it was, I think it was said, good job or something like that. And then after I killed him, I sent him a smiley face, and he said GG. So then I was humbled and said GG back to him, since it was a pretty fun game. Was there anything else that I want to talk about here? I don't think so. I'll quit babbling. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. And I can't get past 380 subscribers, so I'm probably just going to make the video that I've been saving for a while, guys, just because I appreciate your guys' support, and I just really want to get that video out so you guys can see it. So that's really all I got for you. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one.